Let's see what Eldritch abomination of a deck that I have prepared for today's video, presenting Maloriak Warlock. I define this deck. We are going to try to use Maloriak in combination with things like Divergence and Elise in order to get multiple copies of him, so that when we use things like Occultist or Flaws here to discard a Briar Spawn Drake, we can finish off our opponent with multiple Drakes. Now, the backup win condition of the deck is a lot better than this package, which is just the Egg Warlock package. It is worth mentioning, I did play quite a few games with this deck. It is not that great, but I still had some good footage, so here we are, and I wanted to showcase it anyways. Now, for the Mulligan guide, first thing to watch out for is Egg of Kalos. However, Holy Egg Bearer is pretty good to keep too, but if you see them both in the opener, only keep the Egg Bearer. Then you're going to be looking for any early game removal tools or draw power cards. Elise is pretty good to keep also. Now, with all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, Hunter. I want to keep Hellfire because I'm assuming this is going to be... I mean, it could be Companion, actually.
Welcome to the world.
I mean, we're just... This doesn't really tell me what we are technically playing against. Okay, never mind. That gives me all the insight I needed. There is a Hunter list that I want to try to do. It's not, like, too interesting. But I really do like Confront the Tolviar in Quest Hunter. Because it basically solves the issue you had with Quest Hunter before, was you only got one quest reward. There's a lot of deck ideas that I kind of want to try out, but I don't know, like, if y'all would be interested, because they're not, like, spectacularly different from what other people are doing. But I did see a few people do that in Quest Hunter. I don't know who came up with the idea, but whoever did, that is very smart. And I'm amazed that it took till the class set for people to, like, try that. Okay, we can Hellfire the board. Pop this minion. Probably should have done that in the opposite order, but that's okay. Oh, that's kind of ironic. Get there.
I remember this place.
Slam down the Elise over there. Well, maybe get a copy. No one's going to be running. Ooh, an armor.
Welcome to the world.
Good news is we can pop the egg at least one more time. Well, actually, how many times can we pop the egg here? Oh, that's bad. Oh. Interesting.
Blaze a trail.
I'm going to get a copy of the egg here.
Blaze a trail.
Hope that hits one of the eggs. Also hit one of the targets that I didn't want it to hit. We could coin this out. and pop the egg here, and then we're at 7 HP, but we have a 20/20 in between us and them. That feels nice. I don't really like being this low versus Hunter, though.
Kneel before the strength of the wild.
This won't do enough damage to win them the game.
Welcome to the world.
Hopefully they'll stick around, actually. Oh! They low rolled on that. Wow. That's fun. I do want to meme around, so we are going to do that. I know that's probably not the play that I should have done, but replace one egg with another big egg, right? And I think next turn, because, okay, even if Hunter has a way to deal with the 20/20, they won't be able to deal with a 7/7 that's behind the 20/20. That we're going to be trying to get some armor off of. I don't want to leave the heal up, truth be told. If we leave the heal up, we should be fine. We don't have to worry about them having randomly generated whatever the 7-cost Demon Hunter beast is. Neri is a little bit annoying, but we should be okay. Yes, yes, attack into our minion. Get rid of our turtle. Leave us up with 2 minions on board. Because we're going to claw at our opponent's face.
I knew you would fight well. Your time has come.
Behold the perfect combo we brewed up.
That's incredible.
We'll get rid of these two, keep the lease and egg bearer, but then we'll draw into the egg. Okay, well, we know how this game is already going to go. Oh, Imbue. Wow. Actually, Imbue in 2026. Huh. Okay, I know at the beginning of the year it was pretty good, but I should say 2026 in May of all months. Okay, Symbiosis. Maloriak. Okay. Random side note. Is there any Imbue deck that you would like to see featured on the channel again that we haven't done in a while? Because I think it could be a lot of fun to do something with Imbue. I'm going to point out the egg. I just don't know necessarily. I guess we did technically do Imbue Priest recently. I don't know. Also, I know I said I was going to do Quest Rogue before this one. I accidentally deleted the footage. And I tried to get it back, and I could not repeat the footage I had. So I honestly just gave up. And I figured this deck probably isn't going to be as good. Well, it's probably going to be better than whatever I was doing with Quest Rogue. I honestly think that deck is missing like one good card. and by one good card, I mean some type of like AoE, is missing Insidious in particular.
Must have slept in.
There's Ebb and Flow. Golem. Oh. Also, Divergence in this deck is really funny if you can manage to hit Umbra. It hasn't really came up. It had. There was one game where we could have pulled it off, but our opponent gave up before I could slam down multiples. Now, what? So, since the mini set, we've done Hunter, Mage, Druid, now Warlock. There has to be... Okay, the card that I've been staring at the most from the mini set, that I don't know what I do with it, is Clarity in Paladin. It's the one that it gives you additional copies of any minions that were destroyed this turn that are friendly minions. And I could do a Dude Paladin list where we're essentially just using every single card from the last set for Paladin. But I think that would be a little bit boring. I also thought about maybe doing like Murloc Paladin. But I think Dude Paladin is legitimately just Murloc but better right now. Fractured Power or Sleep Paralysis? I think Sleep Paralysis is better. I don't know. I want to do something with quests. I'm trying to weave in some like older cards with newer cards. Maloriak was like one of the last two Cataclysm legendaries I really wanted to do something with. The other one being Morchok. Also, by the way, if you have a fun Morchok list, leave it down below. I have legitimately no idea of what we're doing there. But I do love the art on the signature, so... Eventually, I think that'll be a deck. Okay. Oh, perfect. Tentacles is exactly what we wanted to see. Gets rid of the entire board. I think leaves us with a 1 hit left on the egg. No, 2 draws. Okay, there's Wave Shaping. Oh, I will also say this. I think Acolytes is probably not going to make it to the final cut of the deck. I think I'd much rather run Cursed Chains instead.
The world tree heals all.
Give me something funny. Bat Mask is funny, but I think that loses me the game if I do Bat Mask. So we're gonna AoE like this. Because I didn't have a way to destroy it another time. Getting a board full of 2020s would have been funny, though. Now we can discard this. It's not going to matter much, I don't think, in the long run. So yeah, if you notice, code of the deck is different than what is showcased in the games in this video. It's probably because I decided light into testing to cut Acolytes out. I think the less things that we have making this Discord Warlock and the more things we have to make this Egg Warlock, I honestly think the better, probably. I have a lot of Warlock decks that I kind of want to do. I want to do a Reform list. There was another Warlock list that I was like, man, that would be so cool to do, but I can't. Vinoroth with Dark Gift could be fun. So, I mean, if you're a fan of Warlock, we might actually just be doing a lot of Warlock in the next weeks. I'm hoping we get a balance patch next week, and then some of the decks that I've been holding off for a while now will get buffed up. Like, I have no proof that that's going to happen, but
Won't be long.
you never know. Maybe it will happen. I've been holding off on Herald DK for that exact reason. I have a sneaking suspicion if they're going to buff anything, that would be one of them. Because it's so close to being, like, tier 1. It could also be better if, like, Blizzard nerfs some aggro. Okay, there's Roach. Yeah, I think Occultist will probably stay in the list because we can still, like, discard Egg Bearers after they go past their prime, or some of the other... Oh yeah, and Cloud Serpent definitely is not making the final cut.
Don't crack it.
Cloud Serpent is just way too slow.
His gaze is ever upon
Yeah, we can get rid of the Scarab. I just much prefer the Divergence. So yeah, there will definitely be some changes between the final version and what is shown in this. But yeah, we are running low on class set cards. I guess I could do Paladin. Let me know if you all would like to see do Paladin still. I just expected to do bad. That's why I haven't done it.
Must have slept in.
I still do another Paladin list that I wanted to do at some point, but we'll probably hold off on it for a bit just because of, it falls in the same category as this deck. Okay, so
My people will
we're... I think it's just Umbra. I don't see a reason why not to Umbra here. Good news is we will have the Drake for next turn. Bad news is our opponent might just give up right here, right now. Oh! Everything is going to cost 1. Okay. There's photosynthesis. ×2.
follow the flutterwings.
Haunt. What are the chances they can actually get rid of both of the turtles here? I guess also this is a little bit of anti-synergy between the two decks. You do technically have problems with board space size. Okay. Oh, are they actually going to be able to... I mean, if they get rid of 1, that might... Okay, a little bit of armor. Okay, a lot of bit of armor, actually.
I'm almost out of
They
coin.
won't free him all.
Let's do this. We're only getting 1, but hopefully this can snipe something fun. That ain't it, but you know, it does get them a little bit lower. Alter reality, alter the fun of your deck, right? Alter reality is also another card that could be cool to, like, mess around with. Probably wouldn't be, but... This is just GG, bud.
Time waits for no one.
Thirsty, aren't you?
13-13. Okay. Divergence. Give me something cool. I could try to BM them with with our win condition. Or
Time has come.
you know what? We probably could have had it no matter what here. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's go to my final thoughts of the deck. So, how many times did we actually manage to pull off the Maloriak combo, or did Egg just carry the deck to the wins that it got? Sadly to report, it was mostly Egg. Maloriak is really slow. This is a card that I could easily see fixed if you made it maybe a 5-cost 5/5, but as it currently stands at 7 mana, he is a little bit awkward to try to use, especially since there aren't really good ways to get multiple copies of him on the board at the same time, or even really a better target than Briarspawn Drake. There's just a lot better decks that you could be playing like now, including just a pure Egg Warlock. So unless you're looking for something to do with Maloriak, do not try this one. It is not worth the time. But before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. If you want to help out the channel a little bit more, you can always join one of those 3 membership tiers. If you can't afford to do that, there's always leaving a like, comment, subscribing, turning on notification buttons, or using the new hype button. They'll all help out the channel. But until next time, bye-bye.